I just want to start this video by saying no, the finals is not going to kill Apex. People like to use that term very loosely in terms of killing a game. Like whenever a game is having a dry spell, whenever a game just isn't in the best state, everybody just assumes a game is going to die. Now even though I don't really even play Apex anymore, like the last time I played Apex was a couple of months ago, maybe like 5 or 6 months ago at this point. Every single year a brand new game drops and everybody speculates that this game is going to be the Apex Legends killer. The reason why Apex has survived so long, if we're being real, is because Apex is a very unique game. The finals and the Apex have similarities, right? The finals is a very fast-paced game. Apex is also a very fast-paced game. The finals has different classes you could use. Apex has different characters or legends you could use. So there are some similarities between these two games, and of course they're both FPS games as well. But they're also very different. Apex is a battle royale. It's a lot different from an arena shooter. Personally for me, playing Apex and playing the finals, there are certain things that Apex does so good that no other FPS game could even come close to doing. Even though Apex right now is in a very bad state, the game honestly hasn't been the same in a very long time. The devs don't really seem to be giving the game the updates it needs, the content is kind of dry. Even though all of those things are true, every single thing I just said is very much true, and if you are an Apex Legends player, you have a right to be upset. I mean, as I said, I don't even really play Apex anymore for that exact same reason. But the player base for Apex is established, you know? Even though the game is in a terrible state right now, all they have to do is make some changes, bring a really fire season, introduce a brand new legend, bring some more content, bring a new weapon in the game. All they really have to do is just drop a fire season and everybody is going to jump on Apex once again. It happens every single year. So yes, the finals right now is taking over Apex in terms of views on YouTube and Twitch, and also many streamers and content creators and stuff have left Apex for a while and they mainly play the finals right now. Even though all of those things are happening, the game is not going to die. What I want to talk about in today's video honestly is how the finals is actually going to make Apex a better game. You guys might not understand what I'm trying to say, so let me explain. Every single time a new game drops and this game is in direct competition with another game, right? This competition creates something that forces these studios and these game devs to up their game. It happens every single time. It happened when Warzone dropped, for example. When Warzone dropped in 2020, guys, Apex saw so many changes because a lot of players were comparing Warzone and Apex. Even though, again, Apex and Warzone are very different games, just because it's competition, right, it's going to force devs to make certain changes. It's going to force not even just devs, but the game publisher to really look at the game and say, you know what, this game could potentially take away our player base or a big majority of our player base. Let's make some changes. So the finals doing so well right now and taking away so much of the Apex viewership is a good thing. For you guys out there who really want Apex to go back to its glory days, for you guys who want Apex to make changes, this is a good thing. As long as the powers that be take this as an opportunity to really make the game better and see that competition is actually a good thing, as long as they make some changes, this might actually be a good thing. No, of course, if the game publishers and the developers don't do shit and they allow the finals to just rise up and take over Apex, well, of course, it's going to be a kind of unfortunate situation for the game, but I really don't see that happening. I really don't see that happening because, as I said, the games are just two completely different experiences. I don't play the finals because I want to play Apex. I play the finals because I want to play the finals. And if I feel the urge randomly on one random Sunday night to play Apex Legends, it's very, very rare, right? It's rare. But if I do feel like I want to play Apex, it's because I want to get that experience. The finals and Apex have two completely different vibes, different experiences. Yes, they're kind of similar, but they're honestly very different games. Now let's say 6 months pass and we're in 2024. Let's say it's June 2024, right? And the finals still has more viewership than Apex. Apex continues to lose viewers. Then at that point we can then talk about, if the finals is really killing Apex. But the finals has been out for 2 weeks. It's literally been out since December the 8th. So anybody saying that this game killed Apex doesn't really know how a game life cycle works, because the finals right now just has a lot of buzz. People are really excited to play it because it's a brand new game. Let's see what this game is going to look like in 1 year or in 2 years or in 3 years. Apex has had a steady track record of keeping a certain amount of players year over year. Of course, they lost a couple of players this year because, FPS games were in shambles this year. But overall, the game has been keeping a very consistent player base, a dedicated player base, and the game has been somewhat successful for a very, very long time. Until the finals could show longevity and consistency, and the devs actually show that they listen to the community feedback and we see how they respond to issues in the game. Until we see all of that play out, we cannot sit up here and say that the finals killed Apex. It's way too early, right? But the competition of this all is still very good. You know, I love to see Apex get some real competition, because for a very long time it was just uncontested, and you know, the game was so unique that no game even really had the ability to really take away its player base. But now we'll see what happens. But what do you guys think? You know, leave your thoughts down below. Have you played the finals as yet? What are your thoughts on it? And if you played Apex and the finals, right, let me know your thoughts on if you think the finals could really take over Apex. I want to see what you guys have to say. Leave your comments down below.